Did you know that motivational channels like this one, and this one are getting millions of views and making over $10,000 a month without ever showing their face on camera or even using their own voice? And today we are going to show you how you can create such videos and achieve similar results in just 5 easy steps using the power of AI tools like InVideo. Make sure you subscribe and watch till the end so you don't miss any important points, and let's get started. The first step is to do some market research to find the kind of videos and channels that are performing well in this niche. For this, we are simply going to use the YouTube search bar and search for a topic like motivational speeches. And then we are going to use this filters option right below it and sort this out by view count, because we want to see the highest viewed videos in the niche. Now, as you can see, this video here has over 82 million views and was created 10 years ago. Here's another one with 67 million views created 5 years ago. Now, all of these are old videos, so we also want to check these channels for some of their newer, more relevant videos to know whether it is still profitable to produce this type of content. For instance, with this channel, we can see that their last upload was just a few hours ago and they are still getting decent views. Even their Social Blade statistics show that they're getting over 6 million views a month and making up to $24,000 a month from AdSense alone. The fact that these channels continue to make these videos is actually decent proof that they continue to make money through AdSense. This goes on to show that copyright claims are often not an issue with such type of content. The primary reason for this can be that modification with the use of B-roll, text and music added to these videos often deems it appropriate under the fair use guidelines on YouTube. In the off chance that you do get a claim, you can always dispute that on a case-by-case basis. Several motivational channels here on YouTube, including the examples that we just showed you, continue to monetize their videos without any issues, because they've added their own creative work on top of copyrighted content, thus turning it into a new piece of content, like this video here that uses a speech by Will Smith and has over 11 million views. We are actually going to mirror this for our own video as well. For this, we now need to use the audio of this speech and create a new video using it. An easy way to extract audio is to copy the link to the video, and then we are going to look up a YouTube to MP3 conversion website on Google. I tend to use this one right here. Simply go to the website and then you paste your link here in the link box. And once you hit enter, the website extracts the audio from the video and gives you an MP3 file to download. Now, once this is downloaded, another important step is to separate the vocals from the music. For this, we are going to use this website called vocalremover.org. It allows you to split your vocals and music into separate layers. And we are going to use the splitter function right here. Then we'll upload our file. Keep in mind that the free version only allows you to upload audios up to 10 minutes long. The AI tool then processes the audio and separates your vocals from the music. Here you can change the volume of each individual element in your soundtrack. So we are going to lower the volume of the music down to 0, bring the vocals up to 100 and also reduce the bass and drums to 0. And then we'll give this a little preview.
99% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true.
And that sounds great. So now we are going to go ahead and download this as an MP3 file. And once we have the audio, we will head on over to InVideo to create our motivational video. Simply sign into your account and then go to the editor option in the dashboard. Here we will choose landscape as the aspect ratio since we are creating this for YouTube. And this will open up InVideo's super intuitive editor. The center area right here is the canvas that will show you the preview of the video. And below it is the timeline where all of your media will be placed. On the left is the assets menu from where you will choose different assets to add to the video. The first order of business is to fix your audio since that is going to be the hero of this video. So for that, we'll go to the uploads option in the left menu and here upload the speech audio that we just extracted. Once it's uploaded, we will simply click on the plus icon next to it and add it to the timeline. Here you can look at the waveforms, check to see if there are any dead spaces, and then you can take your cursor up to that point and select the scissor icon or press C on your keyboard to cut it. To delete a portion between two trims, simply select that portion and press delete on your keyboard. You can then either drag and reposition the audio sections, or you can select the empty portion again and press delete again to sync up the audio. And you can use the same process if you want to create a shorter video and use just a part of the speech instead of using the whole thing. Now, once all the vocals are sorted, we want to go ahead and add our music track. So for this, we'll go to the music tab in the left menu, and here we will search for a track based on mood or genre, or simply by typing in keywords in the search bar. We want a motivational track, and that is what we are going to search for. Now, once you find a track that you like, I like this one, simply click on the plus icon next to it to add it to the timeline. Here you can play back the audio to ensure that the speech is audible and the volume of the music is not too loud. To increase the volume of the vocal layer, simply select it on the timeline, and then you'll use the volume and fade controls on top of the canvas to increase the volume slightly. And you can use similar steps to reduce the volume of the music track. Now, once your audio is sorted, we move on to the next step, which is the visuals for the video. For motivational videos, you will need clips that match the mood and the emotion of the subject matter. An easy way to figure this out is to listen to each part of the speech and then find relevant clips for those. With InVideo, you get access to millions of royalty-free video clips and images from sources like Shutterstock and Getty, and you can use these for pretty much any use case. So we'll begin by choosing the first clip for the intro line, which says 99% of people aren't willing to do what it takes. Now for this, we will go to the video tab in the left menu and search for clips that showcase crowds. I'll use the search bar to type in relevant keywords and hit enter for the results. Now make sure that you try a few different keyword combinations to get the best results possible. Once you find a clip you like, I like this one, all you need to do is drag and drop it onto the canvas, and this will open a pop-up window where you will just need to click add. And as you can see, it gets added to the timeline. Here now we need to trim the duration of this clip to match the duration of the speech. So we'll just drag around the video's end point on the timeline and bring it to where we want it to end. Let's look at another clip for the next part of the speech. For this, we want a person sitting and wondering. So we'll use the search bar again in the video tab to search for this clip. And once we find it, we'll simply click on the plus icon next to the clip and then click on add in the pop-up window that appears, and it will get added to the timeline. But you can see here that it gets added as a separate layer. One thing that you can do to make this easier to edit is just drag the clip on the timeline and bring it down to the same layer as the previous clip. And then you can drag the endpoint to trim it to the duration that you want. Now you can also see that on the canvas, it is not occupying the full space, so we need to resize it. For that, you will simply select it on the canvas and just extend by dragging the endpoints. Now, similarly, you want to go ahead and add all the remaining clips to your video. Generally, you want to keep the length of each clip as 3 to 4 seconds because longer clips can quickly bore out viewers and they might drop off. Now, once you've added your clips, you want to stylize them as well. For this, if you want to add an animation, you will need to select the clip on the timeline and then use the animation option on top of the canvas to open the menu on the left. And here you will choose your in and out animations. Now to make this look more seamless, make sure that the out animation you choose on one clip, such as the fade out that we did for this one, is the same as the in animation on the next clip. So we'll go ahead and choose a fade in for the next one. And this creates a seamless fade transition. You can also use the menu on top to enhance your footage if you need it. For instance, I want to make this clip darker to match the mood of the speech, and so we'll use the adjust color options right here to lower the brightness and then lower the contrast as well to give it a slightly faded look. And that, I think, looks great. Now go ahead and do this for all the clips necessary. And we'll move on to the next step, which is adding your text. Since this is a motivational video, the text you add plays a major role in capturing the audience's attention. Using text to introduce the topic of the video and then to emphasize certain words or highlight important sections is often a good practice. You can also take the route of adding captions or subtitles. Now to add our text, we will go to the text tab in the left menu and then we'll scroll through to find different text styles that already have animation added to them. So to add it to the screen, I will simply click on it and it will get added to the canvas. I can then reposition it on the canvas, and I can drag the endpoints to adjust its duration. Once you've done that, you will double click on this text and type in your own text using the edit window that opens up on the left. Once you have the text that you want, you can use the menu on top of the canvas to adjust the font. I am going to change it to this one. You can also change the size of the text, the color, the animation. I actually want the animation to be more of a soft fade, so that is what I am going to use. And you are done. You similarly want to go ahead and add text to the rest of your video. Now, once you've added all your elements, it's time to preview your video. We have only created this for about 40 seconds so that you don't have to sit through a 10-minute preview. Simply click on the play button underneath the canvas to view what your video looks like.
99% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. The center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. You know, something as simple as food and eating. It's not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest.
And this has actually turned out to be pretty great. Once you're happy with the results, go to the top right corner of the screen and hit export. We suggest exporting in 180p for the best results. If at any point during the process you face any difficulty or are not able to figure out how to proceed, you can use this chat option right above the timeline to speak to our 24/7 support team. The response time is less than 30 seconds. Alternatively, you can also go to help.invideo.io to refer to the massive library of resources that we have on using InVideo. Now, once your video is rendered, you can also resize it for other aspect ratios such as vertical for Instagram and TikTok and even YouTube Shorts. Simply click on the auto resize option here and InVideo automatically resizes the entire video for you. Here, you can keep the short impactful bits and delete the rest of the stuff on the timeline, and then you can go ahead and make minor adjustments like repositioning the text, and you will then have both a long form and a short form video ready in minutes. From here, just download both the versions and you can upload them to your channel. Make sure you think of a catchy title and also design an interesting thumbnail to ensure that people click on your video as well. Now, don't forget to subscribe and to check out this video next to learn how you can create a YouTube channel completely using AI tools. And check out this one next to know the top 10 YouTube niches that make the most amount of money.